All right, let's dive into a book that's been a go-to for generals, CEOs, and coaches for, only about 2,000 years. Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Now, you might think it's all about ancient battles with swords and shields, right? Well, today we're going to show you how its core strategies are shockingly relevant to your daily life, your career, and pretty much any goal you've got. Let's get into it.
So here's the big question. Can a military strategist from ancient China really have the answers for your job or your business here in the 21st century? The answer is a huge, resounding yes, but probably not in the way you think.
Okay, first things first, we've got to clear up a massive misunderstanding. Despite the title, The Art of War isn't really about war at all. It's actually a guide on how to avoid fighting. The whole idea is to win so completely during the preparation phase that the actual battle doesn't even have to happen.
And this quote right here, this is the absolute heart of the entire philosophy. See, the real genius isn't about crushing your opponent. It's about getting what you want without any of that messy, destructive conflict. It's a masterclass in psychology, positioning, and pure, uncut strategy.
So how on earth is that even possible? Well, Sun Tzu's #1 rule is all about achieving total, unflinching awareness. Before you make a single move, you have to understand the entire landscape. Not just where you stand, but every single little factor that's in play.
The brilliance of this line is just how universal it is. I mean, this isn't just about armies. Knowing yourself means taking a brutally honest look at your own strengths and weaknesses. And knowing the enemy? That's about understanding your competition, the market, or frankly, any obstacle standing between you and your goal.
And this is where it gets really cool, how it all translates to today. Sun Tzu's terrain, that's your industry's market trends. The weather, that could be the economy, or maybe a weakness you've spotted in a competitor. Your army's morale, that's your team's skill set and how motivated they are. It's all about seeing the invisible forces that can decide whether you win or lose.
And once you have that deep understanding of the battlefield, it leads you to the ultimate strategic advantage, locking in the win before the fight even starts. This is where the real power of preparation comes into play. Get this, something like 90% of all new startups fail. Why? It's almost never one big dramatic explosion. It's usually a slow burn caused by a total lack of preparation. They're charging onto the field without understanding the market terrain, the economic weather, or even their own abilities. They've already lost before the first real shot is even fired.
Sun Tzu's philosophy is the perfect antidote to that. You see, strategic preparation isn't just having a to-do list. It's about analyzing everything so deeply that success becomes the most logical, almost inevitable outcome.
So how do you actually do this? Well, it breaks down into a few key steps. First, you have to be crystal clear on what winning actually looks like. Second, do a ruthless audit of your own strengths and weaknesses. Third, study the competition and the environment. And finally, and this is key, with all that information, you don't just charge straight ahead. You find the smartest, most efficient path to your goal, the path of least resistance.
All right, let's talk about a word that sounds a little shady. Deception. But forget about spies and cloaks and daggers. In the modern world, this is all about strategically controlling the narrative and managing how you're perceived.
You've probably heard this one before. It's maybe his most famous line. But in business or your career, this isn't about lying. It's about being deliberate. It means shaping how people see you by carefully choosing what you reveal and when you reveal it. You let your actions and your results do the talking, all while keeping your competitors on their toes.
Let's make this super clear. An ancient feigned retreat? Think of a company having a huge sale to clear out old stock right before they launch a brand new game-changing product. A false signal? That's just a company controlling the timing of a press release. And an ambush? That's when you see a competitor fumbling in an area where you know you're strong, and bam, you launch a campaign that highlights that exact strength. It's all about timing and focus.
So, let's tie this all together. How do you actually use this ancient wisdom in your own life, starting today? It really comes down to adopting 3 core mindsets. Just remember these 3 things. First, become obsessed with awareness. Know yourself and know the world around you. Your awareness is your single greatest weapon. Second, shift your focus from doing to preparing, because that's where the real wins happen. And third, be strategic about your story. Control the narrative.
And look, if you walk away with just one thing from all of this, let it be this. The point of all this strategy isn't to get better at fighting. The point is to be so prepared, so aware, and so strategic that you don't have to fight to get that successful outcome you're looking for. So I want to leave you with a challenge. Think about your week ahead, that tough conversation you have to have, that big project deadline, that negotiation. What's just one battle you can win this week? Not by clashing head-on, but by using smarter preparation and better strategy.